this is going to be number 20. I'm going to start on the side that says homework practice. All right, this is going to be number 20, so let's go ahead and number that because it is going to be in our notes section because it's our only day where we're going to explicitly only talk about evaluating. All right, so yesterday we took some time. We went back and did some 5th grade work on order of operations, and you know if I went back to 5th grade that it was very important work because now we're going to apply that order of operations, but now we're going to talk about some algebra along with it. All right, the key word here in the directions, it says to evaluate. All right, when you see the word evaluate, that means that we want to work it out. We want to work it out. Now, the problem is when I look at number 1 and it says m plus 5, guys, there is no way to add a letter and number. We do not want to add an actual m and an actual 5. Like, there are two different things. One's a letter, one's a number. So when you saw that initially, we kind of thought, ooh, that looks a little crazy, because it is crazy. All right? What is the whole point in that variable? Remember, that letter is called a variable. What is the whole purpose? That variable has one purpose in its existence. What is its purpose? Alex?
If you see on the direction looking thing, it says m equals 6.
Okay, so it's very important up here in these directions. It says m equals 6. So m's purpose in life, well, in this problem, okay, m's purpose in this problem is to hold the place for 6, okay? Now, guys, this is very important. I know that y'all are very, very smart. We are very, very intelligent 6th graders. I know you can do a lot of math in your head. The problem is, can I see what you're doing in your head? No, unfortunately, I can't. Fortunately, I'm just going to, fortunately, I cannot, okay? Everyone deserves their own amount of privacy, okay? But m plus 5, I want to see with my eyeballs on your paper that you have taken that 6 and written it where the m was. Okay, so I want to see where you have said, oh, it's not m plus 5, it's 6 plus 5. Again, I know you can do that process in your head, but I can't see what's going on all in that crazy head of yours. Okay, so I want to see it on your paper. We got that? 6 plus 5 is 11. There we go. All right, guys, we're going to skip over number 2, probably because you're going to do it for homework. So let's look over at number 3. Number 3 says for m. For m. Now, guys, before I start just like plugging in numbers, let's talk about operations. There's an operation happening here, even if I can't see it. What operation is that, Sadie? This is multiplication. All right, so when I take that 4 and I rewrite it, and I take the m, what number is m waiting on? The whole purpose in its existence is to hold the place for what, Ben? 6. When I write that 6 there, do I want to magically make the number 46? No. What operation was happening here? Multiplication. What operation is still happening here? Multiplication. All right, you can put the time symbol there, or if you want to, you can put that 6 in parentheses to keep them separate. It's up to you. I'm going to continue on with this worksheet writing the time symbol. Okay. 4 times 6, what does that give me? 24. Again, guys, I know you can do this step in your head. I still want to see it on your paper. All right. I'm going to skip down a little bit more this time. I'm going to go all the way to 9. All right, so let's everyone look at 9. All right. For number 9, I have 2, and then I have m. Again, what operation is that when they're right next to each other, Neely? That is multiplication happening right there. There was a 2 in front. M, the whole purpose in its existence right now. What is m doing? What is m doing? No. Holding the place for 6, so let's put the 6 there. And then it still says plus 5. Well, that has more than one operation. Good thing I know the order to do them in. Because what did we do yesterday? Order of operations. We went back to 5th grade for a day. All right, what order, what operation do I need to do first here, Andrew?
I was going to say, girls, not to put the multiplication sign.
Correct, when we're talking about our variable in our algebra, yes. But now we're just putting it numerically. Again, if you don't want to put that multiplication sign, because I know we're above the multiplication symbol now, that's why I said you could put it in parentheses, all right? You can use those parentheses to keep those numbers separate. Please do not write down 26, though. Okay? Sadie, what operation are we doing next?
Multiplication.
We're going to do that multiplication. 2 times 6 is 12, and now it says 12 plus 5. Now, 12 plus 5, I really do feel confident that is all problem all of us can do. 12 plus 5 gives me, Jessie?
17.
17. Thank you. So many Jessies in here. All right, 17. All right, number 13. I'm telling you, I'm skipping around today, okay? We're doing 5 problems. We've done 3 so far. We've got 2 more to go. All right. Number 3. Now, number 3's got those crazy looking little bitty tiny numbers. What are those little bitty tiny numbers called? Addison? They're called exponents. All right, now, what is A? So we haven't even talked about A yet. What is A holding the place for? What's A waiting on? Mark. It's a 9, and we can see that in these directions up here where it says A is 9, B is 3, C is 12. All right, so A is 9, so I'm going to put a 9 right here. I'm going to put my exponent of 2 next to it because A had a 2, so guess what? 9 gets the 2. Divided by 3. All right, A has that exponent of 2, then we have the division sign with the 3. What operation am I going to have to do first? Owen? Yes, sir, absolutely. What is your question?
How do you make up a small number
Well, here's the thing. There is a way to type in the exponents on your calculator, but guys, in the 6th grade, what I really want you to know is what that exponent means, all right? So let's kind of remind ourselves. What does that exponent mean, Jesse?
It means how many times you multiply that number by itself.
It means how many times you multiply that number by itself. That gives me 9 times 9. We can see up here a little reminder. Now, the great thing is, guys, you can see everything you type into these fancy calculators. I'm going to steal those real quick. All right? So, for example, like here it was 9 squared, so I can type in 9 times 9. That's how, 9 times 9. That's how I want you to type it into your calculator, okay? All right, we're not going to look for that exponent button right now. That'll be later on. All right, I need to still know that you know how to do exponents on your own. All right? Up here on the board, you'll see some examples, just a little reminder. 8 to the 5th power. That 5 isn't telling me to multiply 8 times 5. It's telling me how many times. It's telling me how many times to multiply 8 times itself. So 8 to the 5th would be that 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8, so on and so on. All right, so you're going to type in 9 times 9. So kind of gave away the answer now. Remember order of operations, please. There's no parentheses. Excuse, are there any exponents? Excuse me, yes there are. Okay, that sounded a lot funnier in my head. All right, so 9 times 9 gives me 81 divided by 3. Now it's just a division problem, thank you. Jumping ahead of me, 27 is my answer. All right, yes, Andrew?
I just saw this in the corner of my eye. What was 4 to 6? Like 4 times 6, 4 divided by 6, 4 plus 6, 4 minus 6.
All right, what are we talking about? Which number?
15. What is that sign? It's just a dot.
That is a dot. What symbol is a dot also? Multiplication. Thank you. See? I just had to ask it out loud, and then it pops in your head, right?
I'm sorry.
No, it's nothing to apologize for. That's a good little reminder for all of us. The dot means multiplication. All right, guys, we're going to flip it over on the back because part of your homework is also on the back side. All right? I'll let you know which numbers to do, guys. Let's get through our one more example problem first, all right? Then I promise I'll be very clear on what our homework is. All right. Right here it says, evaluate each expression for the given values of the variables. Guys, we're going to look down at number 19. Now here's the problem with these. It says d to the 5th power plus 12 times d. But did it tell me, minus. Did it tell me in those directions what d was? No. In the other problems, it was given to me in the direction. How am I going to figure out what to use for d here? Ella. Okay, we just got to read a little bit further. And it says if d equals 2. So guess what number we're using for d? 2. All right? If there is another d on this side of the worksheet, don't just use 2. Look and see what it says to use, okay? Because it can change on every single problem. All right? So that means that instead of having d to the 5th power, I'm going to have 2 to the 5th power minus 12. Now remember, 12d, does that mean 122?
No.
It means times, we're multiplying times 2. All right, order of operations, parentheses. Nope. Exponents. Yes. I'm not going to say it. I was really tempted to say my corny little joke, but I'm not going to. Okay. So we got the exponents that are going to have to come first. So can someone remind me, 2 to the 5th? What does that mean? What am I going to type into my calculator? Morgan.
32.
2 to the 5th. What does that mean? What am I going to type into my calculator to make sure all of us know how to find that magic number that Mo just told me before I asked for it? Gabby. 2 times 2 times 2. We're going to multiply 2 times itself 5 times. And yes, Morgan, you were correct. When I type that in, I do get 32. All right. Let's be careful when we answer. Sometimes y'all anticipate my questions, and it's not actually what I asked. Unfortunately. All right. So now we've got the 32 minus 12 times 2. Now what operation do I need to do according to my order of operation list? Julia? The multiplication. So that gives me 32 minus 12 times 2 is? 24. Well, now that's just a subtraction problem. Easy peasy. 32 minus 24 is? 8. All right, guys, very good job today. You are going to do only the even. We are doing the front of the worksheet, and we are doing the back of the worksheet, but we are only going to do the even problems. All right, some of us got about 15 minutes to get going. Some of us got a little bit over that. All right, so if you will, please go ahead. Let's get to work.